Usually I wouldn't cover a topic outside of television and film, unless it relates to the two mediums in some form. But today is the exception. We are going to delve into the world of music, and an artist whose work is constantly pushing the boundaries of the rap genre, especially with her latest work. Genesis Yasmin Monaraj, aka Tommy Genesis, a 34-year-old Canadian rapper, model, and visual artist, went viral after dropping the first teaser for True Blue. The song is the second single released from Genesis, her self-titled fourth studio album. The full-length music video for the rapper's song quickly became controversial, despite racking up a record amount of views on YouTube. Ever since it was released over a month ago, True Blue has created a massive outrage amongst the South Asian/South Indian community and those that practice Hinduism. To a lesser degree, the video has offended the Christian community. The music video features the Canadian singer with a body painted blue, which is meant to represent the Hindu goddess Kali, who is primarily associated with time, death and destruction, but also with transcendental knowledge and liberation. Genesis is also dressed in traditional Indian clothing, mixed with some Western fashion. She's seen wearing a red bindi, gold jewelry which includes bangles, a mangtika, a necklace paired with a gold bikini and stilettos. In addition to her appearance, the singer shows the Namaste gesture in a seated position before switching to the all fours pose. Next, we see her armed with a gun and posing provocatively at various points throughout the video. The biggest what the fuck moment comes when the rapper licks a crucifix and puts it in areas where the sacred object shouldn't be placed. Admittedly, I wasn't offended by the religious content in the video. While it was shocking to witness, I was more impressed with Genesis being able to top a previous music video. The production value in True Blue is amazing on many levels. The rapper's music video is the result of a collaboration with Paris Gobel, an award-winning New Zealand choreographer and director, who has worked with many of the music industry's top artists to create dance routines and music videos that are iconic. With True Blue, Gobel has managed to create a unique piece of work that fits perfectly with Genesis' sensibilities as an artist. Overall, no matter how visually striking the music video looks, it still contains religious symbolism that provokes an attack on Hinduism and Christianity. It's definitely something that would trigger both religious groups. You can see why almost every religious person is up in arms over the video, and why they are demanding that the singer removes it from circulation. At the time of recording this video, True Blue has over 2.7 million views and counting. The comment section has over 27,000 responses, which are mostly negative. It seems that Genesis has no intention of closing the comment section and stopping the naysayers from voicing their opinion. The people trying to get the music video removed are unwittingly contributing to the video's success. All those negative comments are only boosting the video's growth rather than killing it. People who are offended by True Blue seem to think that Genesis purposely created a music video to attack their religion. They don't see it as an expression of a creativity and an artistic choice that has a deeper message behind it. While Genesis is known for touching on themes such as gender and sexuality, she has never gained this much criticism for her previous work. That's saying something if you know the rapper's extensive work. It's not for everyone, and that's okay. You have to be into hip-hop and have an open mind because Genesis isn't just a stereotypical rapper. She's a unique artist and a trailblazer, who has even created her own subgenre of rap music called fetish rap. Originally, Genesis made up the genre to identify her music, because she felt no one really knew what to do with it, and the music consisted mostly of sexual overtones. To her, it was a niche, but she didn't care if people enjoyed it or not. She was just happy making music which was like her own fetish. Genesis comes from an artistic background, which is something that goes hand in hand with her music. She studied film, sculpture and many other art forms before graduating from art school with a bachelor in fine arts. Genesis also has an interesting family background due to her mixed heritage. She has South Indian roots from a Tamil Malayali father and Scandinavian roots from her mother. Her father's family in particular are Christians who are very religious and traditional, while her mother is more liberal minded. Despite that, she was raised to choose her own beliefs. Genesis has never publicly come out and revealed if she has any religious allegiances. In spite of her artistry, she could be a devout believer, a nominal believer, or even an atheist. Knowing she has South Indian roots and some religious belief doesn't make the issue any less problematic. In fact, it raises many questions about Genesis as an individual. Knowing the singer's roots, it's clear that the emphasis on religion in True Blue is an intentional choice that ties back to her upbringing and her personal feelings towards it. In case anyone wanted more context behind True Blue, Genesis herself talks about it in an interview with V Magazine, where the rapper revealed the inspiration behind her music video. She said the following: "True Blue was one of those songs that came to me like rain or like puke. It's just channeling from an unknown source, she told the publication. It's like a feeling, a download from another realm. Genesis continued. To me, this video tells a deeper story about the missionaries that came to South India, converting my family from Hinduism to Christianity. The bisexual little girl who was too queer for church. The visual artist who is prepared to jump off a cliff for the sake of art. Who am I but who I am? Not looking for anyone to understand, just shifting through myself. The real me, Genesis. There's a lot to unpack from the rapper's statement. Firstly, the video isn't just a baseless attack on Hinduism and Christianity. It's a bold statement about a background which was influenced/shaped by religion. Generations ago, a family in South India changed their faith and adopted Christianity as their new religion when the missionaries came and converted the populace. In a way, she's recalling history and the significance it had on the people of South India. Genesis also talks about her sexual identity and feeling out of place in church because she was bisexual. Church is essentially a place of worship where people gather to worship as a community. But there are many people who can relate to feeling disconnected from church and their faith because of their sexuality. They feel afraid to be themselves, question their sexuality, and feel pressured into a community that are unlikely to accept them if they reveal their true self. The relationship between religion and the LGBTQ community varies depending on many factors. It's a much debated topic that has divided people for generations. In the context of True Blue, Genesis is mostly referencing her experience with religion as a member of the LGBTQ community, but she could be speaking about something bigger than herself. Her experience will be relatable to many of her fans, who will take comfort in knowing that she has gone through a similar issue. From my own analysis of the music video, True Blue is about her growth as a person, a past relationship, the racism she faced for being a biracial child growing up in Canada, her family's origins, and her sexuality amongst other things. No matter what, Genesis has always been her true authentic self, raw and unfiltered, even when she was faced with obstacles left and right. When analyzing her comments further, it's clear that Genesis is in a phase of her life/career where she feels comfortable exploring her artistic freedom. She's fearless and unapologetic about her work. Even when it generates a negative response like True Blue, she will stand by her work wholeheartedly. Speaking of the video, this is just the beginning. Genesis has more content to come following the release of a new album. There's no telling what the rapper will unleash on the world next. Undoubtedly, it will be something unconventional and racy. Let's be realistic. No matter the backlash against True Blue, the label and the singer isn't going to remove it from YouTube. It's been over a month now and the video is still available to the public. If anything, the video is capitalizing on the controversy and putting a bigger spotlight on Genesis. The phrase, "there's no such thing as bad publicity," applies to True Blue. So anyone who thinks they can get Genesis to remove a video, they might be waiting a while. Genesis, the rapper's latest studio album, is set to be released on the 25th of July. I'm looking forward to seeing how it does on the charts and sales. This is going to be one of the hottest releases of the summer, maybe even the year. TBC, to be confirmed. How do you feel about True Blue? Are you someone who is against it, or are you indifferent towards it? Let me know in the comments down below. Anyways folks, that's all for now. Thank you for watching and I hope you enjoyed the show. Please feel free to subscribe, like, and comment below. And hey, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea, and that's okay. Just remember to take care and stay safe.